ant, you little damn ant, buddy.
You're such a nice guy, Jay Leno.
I'm bored! I'm so bored!
Why don't we go to my website?
Gentlemen, the cola is very, very good today.
You never forget anything.
Like 9/11.
I forget
that
plenty
too.
of things,
Yeah.
like 9/11.
We're in the episode now.
Definitely,
Hi,
definitely.
everybody.
Remember the Alamo?
I think it's just going to start with I forget many things, including 9/11.
What about the Alamo, though?
Fuck if I know. Sometimes I
the
remember
Alamo
it.
Draft House.
I definitely
That I do
remember
forget.
Alamo Draft House, despite not having one near me.
There's one here that opened up recently, like within the past year, and I still haven't been. But
It's nice. I do think it is kind of like, you know how like a thing becomes so popular for starting a trend that like everyone tries to do it and then everyone immediately regrets it because it was a terrible idea.
yeah,
That's kind of how
also
I feel
tracks-
about it.
That tracks with the recent news about the Alamo and everything, and how
Yeah.
they're changing their whole deal.
Oh yeah, like they're being like, okay, phones are actually good in theaters now.
Yeah, for ordering food. That's why. And definitely it's not going to be used for anything else. Anyway,
Ooh.
we're not talking about the Alamo Draft House.
We're talking about 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Sure. A movie I've seen even less than The Man Who Broke a Thousand Chains, which I watched, but like, did I though? Did I really?
Did you?
I think I watched The Man Who Broke 1,000 Chains.
You think, but
And we think less of you because of it.
Thank you.
I won't say that out loud.
Gordon, your opinion of me is already so low. It's like it's hard for it to go lower.
I didn't say my opinion. Anyway. We have a guest. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Yes, say your name and things about yourself.
Don't do that. Don't do any of that.
What if I
How
just
about
give you
that?
my social security number and nothing else?
Oh, please do.
Okay, so I'm Luke. Those on Letterboxd may recognize me as Luke question mark.
I'm not hearing any numbers. Like, get us those numbers.
It's the
6,
numbers
7.
that they're not saying.
Shut the
And
fuck up.
cut the episode. Cut the episode. That's it.
And now-
That's it.
and-
Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. No.
That's all, folks.
Yes, we are talking about a movie. We're still in our In Memoriam month, talking about Val Kilmer, one of the greats. Is this among his best work? No, but is it?
Imagine if we said yes. Imagine if this was like his best performance up there with like Tombstone.
I would like to imagine that, because it would be great if this was a really good Val Kilmer performance. If this was like a hidden gem that we could point out to be like, hey, you want to watch a Val movie that isn't like, Tombstone, Heat, Willow, whatever, like the classics. Like, you want to go find this real hidden masterpiece here? I would like to be able to say that, but I can't in good conscience because it's not a good movie, and Kilmer is unfortunately not great here either. He's not bad, but like,
I think he's miscast is probably the bigger issue. Like, he's fine as he is, but like the type of character he's playing is like completely at odds with Val Kilmer's just whole facade, if that makes sense.
it's not a Val Kilmer character by any
Nah.
means.
Like I think I like him in this, but I think the movie fails him. Like he wasn't set up to succeed with this movie that's around him, and so just kind of he would need a good director or a good movie around him in order to like really give a great performance here, and he just doesn't have that because it's a shitty made for TV movie.
There are moments of greatness in this performance that just don't amount to a great performance.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's there, but it's like kind of like little quick flashes, and then it's also kind of sidetracked by things like just as a character, I don't feel much of like what he's going through with his performance, and then there's things like probably like one of the worst fake crying scenes I've seen in quite a while, actually. But we'll get to that probably later.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Should I do the rundown here to get us going?
Please do.
So we are talking about the man who broke 1,000 chains. I'm gonna keep calling it "Who Broke 1,000 Chains" because that's what you want to say. That's how you want to say it, but it is stylized as 1,000. The man who broke 1,000 chains. Which did he? No, he broke two, and even then, someone else broke them for him.
It wasn't even the chain he broke. It was
it's the shackle. Yeah,
yeah. The man who broke two shackles
chains
is not exactly like a catchy title, though.
Yeah, the man who had other people break no chains for him, but a couple shackles.
You know what would be a better title for this movie, though? Like maybe something like I am a fugitive from a chain gang or something like that. Like just spitball in here.
What about I ran so far away?
That would be something, especially at this time.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say
peak Flock of Seagulls era.
And it should have the song from the Flock of Seagulls every time he does escape from the prison camp.
I would like to see it.
That would be like having a movie that like having a remake of The Apartment now, and then playing Apata like right and every time he's in The Apartment. During
the Golden Globes when they were doing all the like pop song intros, they played that song at some point that like, God, when did they use it? They used it like specifically, and now I can't remember what it was, but it was like some pun. I don't remember. Anyway,
Judd Apatow.
Yes, when they brought out Apatow, that was so stupid. The movie was.
It could have killed him.
Yeah, it could have killed him. Ridley Scott and The Martian could have killed Judd Apatow. The movie was directed by Daniel Mann, written by Michael Campus, based on the book "I Am a Fugitive from a Georgia Chain Gang!" by Robert Elliott Burns. It stars Val Kilmer, Charles Durning, Sonia Braga, Kyra Sedgwick, James Keach, Elisha Cook Jr., Clancy Brown, and William Sanderson. Last week we did a movie with Stacy Keach Sr. This week we're doing a movie with James Keach. As of yet, more than a year into the podcast, we still have not done a movie with Stacy Keach, who has like 20 plus TV movies to his credit. Somehow we have still avoided Stacy Keach proper. Not by design. I like Stacy Keach as an actor. It's not like we're actively avoiding him, but it's funny that we got his dad and his brother first. The movie was broadcast on Halloween 1987
on choice.
HBO. Yeah.
Huh. Listen, being in a chain gang does seem kind of scary in the way that like all adaptations of this have portrayed it. So I guess there's that, but it's not like, ooh,
okay,
chain gangs.
But this is going to be a very interesting also broadcast on the same night.
Oh, it is. It's a very on ABC there was a rerun of a TV movie from 1985 called The Midnight Hour.
Ooh.
Which is a comedy horror TV movie that stars Harry Belafonte's daughter, Dom DeLuise's son, Michelle Pfeiffer's sister, and LeVar Burton as teenagers that accidentally unlock a centuries-old curse on Halloween and get their New England town overrun by zombies, witches, vampires, and all the other demons of hell.
Awesome.
Which I am setting in stone. We are doing this October. We are doing The Midnight Hour later this year.
I'll make sure to write a note of that.
And then we have a bunch of TV shows on CBS, Fox, and NBC, only one of which I've ever heard of. On CBS, you have episodes of My Sister Sam, Everything's Relative, and Legwork. On Fox, you have episodes of Mr. President, Women in Prison, The New Adventures of Beans Baxter, and Werewolf.
What was that name?
The New Adventures of Beans Baxter.
Beans with a B? Okay.
Yeah, about a teenager whose family relocates to Washington, D.C., and his dad, who's a post office worker, gets assassinated in an explosion. But It turns out he's not actually a post office worker. He's like a secret spy. And now the teenager, Beans Baxter, has to take up the mantle of his dad, the spy, to go against, I think, Kurtwood Smith as Mr. Sue is the big bad of the show. It ran for one season.
Awesome.
I retained all of this from looking it up this morning.
That
That sounds
sounds
sick.
like a weird like remake of Cory in the House.
Except not at all, and also
Not at all,
20
but
years early.
I just thought about Cory in the House because it's about somebody moving to Washington D.C.
Yes. And also on NBC, you had episodes of Mama's Boy, 227, The Golden Girls, which is a real TV show, and Amen. So, a lot to offer the
It really is
American
funny.
television audience on Halloween 1987.
It really is funny that Golden Girls is the only one that stood the test of time.
Yeah, we're not out here talking about the new. I like it how it's the new adventures of Beans Baxter, implying that there were old adventures of Beans Baxter.
The new
What do you
adventures of
mean?
old Beans Baxter.
Thinking about them beans.
Thinking about them Beans Baxter.
Them Beans Baxter.
Them beans Baxter.
The new
Beans
adventures.
Baxter does go by they them pronouns, of course.
Is there anybody notable on this show? Who played Beans even?
Okay,
Jonathan Ward. Jonathan Ward, who is the
Related
kid
to
from
Fred
Mac
Ward?
and Me. The kid from Mac and Me.
He's
Oh
the
my
kid
God.
from Mac and Me. Oh my.
It's the kid from Mac and Me.
The Mac and Me kid.
The falls off the cliff while at a wheelchair
Yeah.
kid.
Wait,
Wheelchair kid.
I thought that was like a side character, not like the main kid.
The TV show, The New Adventures of Beans Baxter, was created by a man named Savage Steve Holland, which on his Wikipedia page, Savage is not in quotation marks, which leads me to believe it's his given name.
That's so awesome.
Imagine having
is-
a newborn child and looking down, it's like, yeah, he's fucking savage.
He's savage.
Which, like, in and of itself is wild, but that also implies his middle name is Steve, not Steven. Steve. Savage Steve Holland. What a guy. What a name. He invented.
He sounds like he would be like a makeup effects person in that era.
He invented Beans Baxter. There
Good for
you
him.
go.
God, like, can we just talk about fucking Beans Baxter? Like, let's put on an episode and watch that.
The episodes of Beans Baxter in its 2 seasons are
2 seasons.
apparently so. Both in 1987, both in the same year. Beans' first adventure, 2-part pilot. Beans meets Sean Weatherly. Beans runs for president. Beans and the satanic backwards masking conspiracy. Beans' wicked and awesome adventures at college. Beans in Ski Heck. There's no place like Omsk. Bean finds his dad, but ... part 1. Beans finds his dad, but ... part 2. Beans' unpleasant introduction to modern science. Beans goes to camp. The episode that aired on this day, A Nightmare on Beans' Street.
Oh my God.
Beans' home life gets ugly. UGLI, which is the name of the evil spy, like bad spy group. Beans under the weather. Beans gets his driver's license, parentheses, and it isn't pretty. And the final episode of The New Adventures of Beans Baxter, Beans in Jungle Land.
That's so beautiful. That's like fucking Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie, but like that's the series finale.
I was gonna say, like, this sounds like a fucking Nickelodeon show.
Yeah,
No, it was on Fox.
but, like I'm trying to like get my mind around this. Like, is this this meant to be like for kids?
Oh,
Is-
yeah. It's a teen like spy
Is it a
comedy.
sitcom or is it like a plot oriented show? Like,
Adventure / comedy is what Wikipedia tells me. It
Okay.
ran from July to November of 1987 and ran 2 seasons in those however many months that is. 5
That-
months, 2
wild.
seasons, 17 episodes.
that's really beautiful. I love that happened.
Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the man who broke 1,000 chains.
I was really
Yeah.
hoping that like the game was related to all those TV episodes. Like you had me do like last episode or 2 episodes ago, where it's like try and match the episode title to the show.
No, the game I have for you two is much more comprehensive and stupid than that.
Okay, I'm like whenever you bring it up, I will be ready, but I won't be. But I will be anyway. Movie time.
I took so few notes during this. This is not. This is the maybe the least movie we've ever done.
That's not true. We we have done some nothing movies.
We have, and maybe I'm being hyperbolic, but like, just this is. I
Yeah.
was not. It's not bad. This is by no means the worst movie we've done. I just what is there's a reason I wrote down so much about the Midnight Hour and internalized so much about Beans Baxter and came up with a game for you two because otherwise this would be a 15-minute podcast.
It
Well,
would not. We have stuff to talk about.
I was gonna say, I definitely wrote down quite a bit of notes, and I don't know if a lot of them have much to do with the film actually, but more so just everything historically speaking and with like the film that this is kind of an adaptation of, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not actually much of the film itself, but this is what I describe it as. And I think most people that I could see also described it this way is it feels like a nothing movie because this feels like the like high school substitute teacher wheeling in like the fucking old tube TV to show to the classroom, "Hey, we're gonna talk about the book that we read, but we don't have the actual movie version of it, so you get this version of it, and this is what you would watch."
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. This is it's it's very wheel in on a cart
Yeah.
type movie.
And it's also the fact that like to compare it to I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang, it's like that movie is a lot more Hollywood and it's just like meant to get the message across a lot, not necessarily the exact details. Meanwhile, this is like meant to be the exact things that happened in the order they happened and nothing else matters.
Yeah, very, very exact. And I get why, because sometimes it's nice to try to be accurate to like a historical piece of some kind, but my God, this is a narrative film also. We are not here to do a history lesson. This is a piece of, well, not cinema, TV, but TV is kind of also cinema, but still, like, you can narratively embellish to create something exciting if there is, like, not much of anything here. And when it's done as accurately as this is done, it's like, damn, this really does feel like a lot of nothing.
It really does feel like a book some guy in the 20s wrote about himself. And I haven't seen the Paul Muni movie.
Oh,
I should have before this. I am interested in seeing it. I just have not gotten around to it yet.
I will
Um,
say, watching it after seeing this, you will probably have a much better experience
I'm sure I
because
will.
it will be like, oh, so this is what it was supposed to be,
Yeah.
basically.
I do think my favorite part of watching this movie is the scene where he goes to the theater and watches I Am a Fugitive from a Chain Gang. And like
Yeah.
and like not just because I'm seeing scenes from a better movie, but also I do think Kilmer is very good in that theater. Like it wasn't what it could have been of like, and look at the glory of my story being told up there on the big screen. It is like,
Yeah.
reliving his past
Babylon
trauma.
score
And
plays.
yes,
I
very
was
much.
literally gonna make that exact same joke, is that if I thought about like the ending of Babylon, but also I agree with you that I really like that it really sends home this message, not so much of like there's something redemptive about this. It's more just like fuck man, most of my life is gone now because of this bullshit and not anything like remotely triumphant. And also I think that scene is like one of the only things that makes this version of it at least somewhat worthwhile, is just like considering like the actual making of the story and not just it as a story on its own right, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But
Um, a couple of my notes that I wrote down just to clear some of them out of the way. There were two insults hurled at Val Kilmer that I took a special note of. One, Clancy Brown calls him a punk ass bastard, which I thought was fun. And then Pappy Glue, the character, calls him a green-assed son of a bitchin' Yankee, which I like son of a bitchin' as a verb or a gerund, I guess, in this case.
Mhm.
I like
But
I
can we
like the way
appreciate the
that's
name Pappy Glue?
Pappy Glue is a good name.
Very,
That's fun.
very much a good name. And it's like for our award show, the Dennehy's, it's like we didn't do it for last year, but we already added a new category for best character name. And each of these movies so far has had a good contender. And I think Pappy Glue is so far leading the pack.
Not bad,
Yeah.
yeah. But I just love calling him a green-assed son of a bitchin' Yankee.
Yeah. Like that's a full sentence insult, basically.
It is. And that's a character that is sympathetic to him and is saying that like as a positive, effectively. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run away with some green-assed son of a bitchin' Yankee. So you go without me.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
like
go
it's very
escape this
sweet.
prison without me. It's so weird. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. This movie is it's a strange one in its
Yeah.
structure.
Do y'all want to know what the plurality of my notes were about?
Sure.
So I
Yes.
took 8 notes total, and 3 of them were about Clancy Brown's scene, specifically the scene where they're by like the fire and he's inviting him to go rob a store, but it does not sound like that.
It really does not sound like that at all.
No.
Gordon, did you feel this way too?
Yes, it is I mean, who among us could turn down Clancy Brown?
Yeah.
Especially
Plus
1987
He's
Clancy Brown.
so
Like
hot here too.
what a
True.
The
what
scruffy
a
beard and everything.
handsome giant of a man.
But yeah, it's like he says,
Yeah.
"How'd you like to make a little money?" And immediately I'm like, "Oh, is he propositioning him for sex?" And
Yeah.
then he soon says, "If you hook up with me about noon tomorrow, I'll show you." And it's just like, and all of it is this coded language that really feels like he is a prostitute and he is trying to hit on Val Kilmer. But
It really
no,
does.
But no, this is all for a robbery. And it's just like, well, fuck, I'm disappointed now.
It was what's the term when it's like someone is like making it sound like something is gay but it's actually not.
Queer baiting?
A
Yes,
double
queer baiting.
entendre?
He queer baited Val
He
Kilmer.
queer baited Val Kilmer and us, the viewer.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer has played gay before, right?
I
Well,
think
Top
he.
Gun.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
that too.
He's
Yeah,
gay in
gay
that?
in that.
Oh, I
Yeah, he
don't-
plays a character named Gay Perry.
yeah.
Who's gay.
I barely remember that movie. I could not tell you anything about it.
So fun in that movie. God.
Yeah.
This movie should have been so many things, especially, we're at a point in Kilmer's career. This is immediately post Top Gun. And, he's not the star of Top Gun, but it's a big breakout for him. And this is Willow this same year, or is it the next year?
I think it might have been before, actually. Let me see.
Maybe. I have no
Willow
frame
is
of
88.
reference. Okay.
Oh, then
But
yeah.
this is like right in the heyday of like Val Kilmer is like, I think Top Secret is maybe this same year or right around this.
No,
Like-
Top Secret's much earlier. That's like his first movie.
No, yeah, you're right. Top Secret's earlier. I'm thinking,
Like Real Genius.
yeah, Real Genius. Like we're in an era of Val Kilmer being a charismatic leading man, and he's just not that here. Unfortunately, he's
No.
not charismatic at all. Even when he's supposed to be, even when the interim in between his 2 stints on the chain gang, where he's this newspaper magnate that's got 2 women in his life, and he's on the town and everything, gives this
Mhm.
whole big speech about something or other.
Yeah.
I had a question. Speaking of this sequence in the movie, do either of you know the timestamp in this movie where Kilmer suddenly decides to start talking in a Chicago accent? Because he does not start the movie that way. And at a
Yeah.
certain point, all of a sudden, he's very much doing a Chicago voice.
I
And
mean,
it is
yeah.
not instantaneous.
I mean, I think that might be a genuine choice because it's him when he's on his way up building his career, and it's like he's selling the Chicago not tabloid thing, but like instructional guide or whatever. And it's just like this is him appealing to the people, I think.
But it's
Maybe.
also him just like in his regular life, in his regular conversation. For the rest of the movie, he has this accent. And it's not there at the beginning.
Maybe-
it's very weird.
Maybe he just immediately got like the Chicago accent. It just like rubbed off him on the like the first week of being in Chicago. Which, listen, as someone who had been in Chicago for a week, it happened to me too. So I mean, it could happen to anybody. Uh,
Soon enough, we will all become Chicagoans.
yeah,
It's inevitable.
it's like that one meme of like the every variance of like the pride flag slowly turning into Ohio.
Yeah.
It's all Ohio.
It's all
And the
Ohio.
capital of Ohio is Chicago.
It's like crabs, like how eventually everything evolves into being crabs. It's like
Exactly.
that, but for Chicago and the
Speaking of
regional accent.
speaking of crabs, I
Don't know where you're
enjoy
going with this.
I do enjoy Clancy Brown in his small little role in here,
Hey,
but
that's a good.
the minute he starts yelling, all I hear is Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a voice that is hard to mask at times.
Yeah.
But we love Clancy Brown here. This is our third Clancy Brown
Yeah,
movie, right?
this is
Oh,
our third
really?
Clancy Brown and our third Charles Durning as well.
I'm blanking on what the other Clancy Brown was, though.
Uh
Or no, this is our second. The third is next month.
I
oh,
see.
is it? Yes. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Fair, fair.
But we have done Cast a Deadly Spell, which he's so good in.
Yeah,
As
he's
the big
really good.
noir bad guy.
Actually, Luke, you've seen Cast a Deadly Spell.
I have.
What
I
did
don't
you think of
remember. I don't remember what I thought about it, so I'm gonna look back at my letterbox.
I think you gave it like 2 stars, I think.
I
It
might
wasn't
have.
very high, but you've seen it.
I definitely have seen it. That was an interesting one because I think my thought process was like this definitely feels like someone went back in time and just made like a Guillermo del Toro film, but they made it into like a really whatever TV movie.
Eh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we liked
It
it here.
it
Very
but
fair.
speaking of actors we've done 3 times, it's just like I really like the brief there's only 4 that we've done, well, excluding Brian Dennehy, who we did a 5-week month dedicated to. But it's like we have Charles Durning, Ed Begley Jr., who we just got the trifecta for last week with Running Mates. We got George Harrison, who we got because of Beatles month, and a random actor named Ed Call, who is in Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, Prototype, and Ruby and Oswald.
Whoever the hell that is. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, Durning in this. I mean, he's
Yeah.
he's doing Charles Durning, but come on.
He's
Yeah.
my favorite part of this movie, I think. I think like I first of all, he's just standard Charles Durning, like you said, but good Charles Durning is always good, even when the material does not rise up to him. Like he can always turn a bad movie into a good movie, or at least when he's on screen. And it's
Yeah.
just like, and I especially like when we're first introduced to him, like at once Val Kilmer is in the prison for the first time, and it's like he's like giving him the rundown. And I especially like the way he says, I wrote it down here. Uh, did I not write it down? Oh, prison is for punishment, and that whole monologue he has there. It's just like genuinely just like a really good moment for him. And it's just like I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those guys that like I always think of him in Dog Day Afternoon and really love the kinds of like he's just a guy who's like really good at being angry at yelling at people. And so like him in this role makes a lot of sense. And I think it's one of the small bits of the movie that I think I like a little more than the original, but also I think it's like the way he performs it, but not so much the way the character is written, if that makes sense. Where it's like he performs that character in a way that like makes it believable and feel like it works, but like the way the character is actually written does kind of feel like just I am very just terrible southerner guy and also a warden, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But he plays it in a way where it's like, no, okay, I actually see the vision of this character.
Yeah, the character as written is one guy with a vendetta as a stand-in for the whole carceral system. And so he has to be just like mustache twirly evil. But
Basically.
like, he's good. He's in sort of like Strother Martin in Cool Hand Luke mode. But like that's
Yeah.
always gonna be a juicy role for an actor to really sink their teeth into. Or like what's his name in Shawshank? I mean also Clancy Brown in Shawshank, but the
True.
the
Oh
warden
yeah.
in that Bob Gunton, I think it is.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
know for
is.
certain.
Like that's always going to be a plum villain role, and Durning, I think, really delivers.
Hmm.
Definitely agree on that one.
One thing about so I don't know this for certain, but I feel like uh they just had Charles Durning be the warden both times he ends up in jail just for simplicity's sake and to have that kind of through line. But to me, it also adds just a little bit of humor where it's just like this guy escaped your jail. He was gone for 6 years, and you finally get him back. You get him back in the exact same chain gang as before and you let him escape again. It's just
Again.
it's just like you have to have seen this coming. Like you have to have just thought that he's probably going to try and escape again. We should keep a bit of a closer eye on him.
I mean, they may
Yeah.
as well have like ended the movie with Durning getting a pie to the face. Like
Literally.
it's kind of that degree of like fuck you humiliation. But the movie doesn't like play it nearly as triumphantly the second time around. He's just
Yeah.
sort of like,
Nah.
way off in the background of the shot, jumps into the car while the shitty, is it the one that's called Trump or is it the other one? The two like
I have no
guards.
clue.
I
One of
think
them's
it is
called
the one
Trump.
that's called Trump, yeah.
Like fumbles with his shotgun and also might as well end up like stepping on a rake with a pie in his face with how sort of haplessly foolish he is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
I was gonna say that's something that's probably worth mentioning is like in the original film, in the 1932 film, like they kind of do play up this dynamic a little bit. Like there's a very like just very vocally stated the kind of like North and South element with like them calling him Yankee a lot. But like in the film it's like much more subtextual and you can kind of just infer it by like the way they treat him and like the way they perceive him. Whereas in this film they're just kind of like literally like the bumbling redneck type stereotype almost. And also the last act in the original film is a lot more triumphant because like I won't really get into the specifics since you haven't seen it, and I'd recommend it because I'd say that's like my favorite film of like the 1930s. I
ooh,
really, really love that
Wow.
film. But the way the second escape happens in the original film is just like a big fucking incredible set piece, like a really, really just awesome set piece. And in this one, he just literally is like, I don't even remember what specifically it was, but it came across like, "Hey, I gotta piss," and they're like, "All right, come back though." Hey, why hasn't he come back? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I did it again.
yeah, both of the escapes are so low key in this. It's really weird.
Hmm.
Yeah. And like the first escape is fairly similar to how it is in the original film, but like the original film does emphasize a bit more of just how painful of a process it actually is to just get hit and have the shit try to be like removed from his foot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it looks more like when we that's the clip they show when he goes into the theater, and like I felt more viscerally, response. I felt more of a visceral response to seeing that clip from a movie from 1932 or whatever than this purportedly more realistic, gritty version from 50 plus years later. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Like Paul Muni is just a great fucking actor. Like
Yeah.
I always love seeing him.
And like
Yeah.
Kilmer is too. Like, don't get
Oh
us wrong.
yes.
It's
And
not like
I didn't
Kilmer
mean
is.
that in a
No,
comparison way. It's
I
just
no,
like
I know what you mean.
like
Yeah.
and like we said, it's just like this isn't like Kilmer like in the best position to be giving a great performance. But it's like with the Muni in the original movie, it's just like he had everybody top of their game, like working to make this movie the best they
Yeah.
can.
I think
Yeah.
like I think like the biggest thing also is like the differences is like I really like Val Kilmer, but Val Kilmer is like a guy who just in both the way he presents himself and just the way he acts is very much like, a movie star, like a real like movie star type guy. Whereas Paul Muni, like even though he was in the era of like the classical movie star, is just some guy. Like he's just some dude who like I feel more viscerally in terms of like just the injustices put upon him because he feels like a guy who's acting and reacting to it in a way like an actual guy would. Whereas Val Kilmer, throughout the entire film, just kind of has this air of like kind of quiet sort of solemn nobility against all the bullshit he goes through and doesn't seem to like really bat much of an eye to just how bad things happen to him. Whereas in the original, Paul Muni, like by the end is like fucking like I'm going to literally just kill anyone to get out of here like type energy. It's like very night and day in that last act.
Yeah, which is also like kind of undersold in this version because that's how Kilmer starts the movie, is him ranting in the street in the rain, as this war veteran back home, yelling at people in cars, "Hey, don't ignore me, give me a job. Give me a job, give me a job, give me a job. I want a job." And then the cops come rough him up and send him to campfire.
I mean,
Yeah.
seeing him with that sandwich board, I'm just like, bro, just start selling maps to regular people's homes. Like, you got this.
Exactly. You might as
Yeah.
well.
Luke, that's a reference to the movie Ringo, just so you know.
Um,
God damn it.
how, what do we think of this title, "The Man Who Broke 1,000 Chains"? I mean, you can't just. You could have just called this "I'm a Fugitive from a Chain Gang"
So
again.
Yeah.
I talked
Hmm.
with Luke about this for a little bit, and it's like part of me wanted to do an opening bit where it's like we pretend to be like the people pitching this title. It's just like, 100 change doesn't feel like enough. It's just like maybe we go like 1,000,000 chains. It's like no, that's unrealistic. You can't break 1,000,000 chains. Like,
What
come
about
on.
1,000 chains?
It's like 1,000. That feels right. But then it's like we were talking more. It was just like he doesn't even break a chain.
No
No.
chains are broken.
He breaks two shackles, or even not
Exactly.
even really break them, just like slips them off. It's like
Yeah.
nothing gets broken except people.
The man
know-
who slipped a shackle off his ankle
Twice.
twice.
It's funny that the thing you zero in on the title is the number, because I have a numbers game for this video.
Was
We're
this
gonna-
all meant to be getting into the game?
Yes, that's
Okay,
why I
okay.
brought it. That's why I brought it up.
Awesome.
So thank
Love
you
that.
for making that segue even easier. So I went through and I picked out a bunch of movie titles that have numbers in them, and I will be giving each of you back and forth pairs of movies. And I'm going to be giving you 3 of the actors in the movies for each one. So then you tell me which of those 2 has the bigger number in their title.
I see.
Okay, give me
Well-
like an example round. I don't quite understand.
I'll give you which of you wants to start?
I
Let
think
Luke
I'll start.
Luke's the guest.
Okay. Luke, your first sets of actors, you have Robert Pattinson, Naomi Ackie, and Stephen Yeun, or Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, and Ethan Hawke.
Fuck. I know that first one. That second one, I don't know.
I know both of them. I
I'm
get the
gonna
game now.
I'm gonna assume the thing is I'm gonna assume it's not the like I know the first one's Mickey 17, but I get a feeling that the other film has a probably larger number than 17 somehow.
So your guess is the second one?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I
That
know the
was-
second one,
Because it's a 50-50, you can't do steals on this.
but I'm just gonna
but
say that the
yes.
title is Magnificent Seven. It's the Magnificent Seven remake.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
Okay.
Fuck you.
So- To Eliza next. A, Glenn Close, Jeff Daniels, Jolie Richardson. Or B, James Franco, Kate Mara, Amber Tamblyn.
So I know that these 2 movies are 101 Dalmatians and 127 Hours. So 127 Hours is the bigger one.
Correct. Point to Eliza. Back to Luke.
Ooh. Yes.
Marcello Mastroianni, Anouk Aimee, Claudia Cardinal, or Leslie Nielsen, Priscilla Presley, Fred Ward.
Fuck. The first one I don't recall, but I know the second one I'm pretty sure is Naked Gun 2.5, I think. Fuck. I'm gonna go with the first film.
I'm sorry, the first one is 8.5, but the second one is Naked
Yes.
Gun 33 1/3. Fred Ward is only in the third one.
I
Uh,
forgot the fucking third one is like a fucking like obscenely stupid number.
yes.
I was also like trying to decipher whether that was supposed to be the second or the third one
It's
because
the
I knew the first one was 8.5.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Eliza. Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Martin Short, or Gerard Butler, Lena Headey, Michael Fassbender.
So that's three Amigos and 300, I think. So I think I have to go with the Gerard Butler movie.
Correct. Point to Eliza again. Back to Luke. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Gwyneth Paltrow, or Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, Jenna Davis.
Jenna Davis, fuck. Violet McGraw, Jenna Davis. Mm. It's so funny. I'm like very consistently getting like one that I know immediately, and then the other one I'm like, I don't know what that is at all. So I'm gonna go with the first one, which I definitely know is Seven.
That is correct. The first one is Seven with a seven in it.
And the
Second one is
second one is a
Megan with
movie
a
we
3 in it.
saw in theaters together, Luke.
Is Megan.
Megan 2.0.
No, it's the first one. It's just
Okay.
Megan.
I fucking listen. I don't remember every actor's name in the world.
It's Allison Williams. Come on.
Okay, that's
There's too many.
unfair, Eliza.
There's
It's
too many Allisons. Like, listen, if because
Do
like
you,
when I
do you
if I
not think about her singing Stronger on Girls all the time?
listen, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm confusing Allison Williams with Allison Brie.
Okay.
a very understandable confusion to make. Back to Eliza. Robert Redford, Faye Dunaway, Max von Sydow, or Josh Hutcherson, Piper Rubio, Matthew Lillard.
Okay, so that second one is Five Nights at Freddy's. What was the cast on the first one?
Robert Redford, Faye Dunaway, Max von Sydow.
Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway. What movies have they done with numbers in the title? And Max von Sydow too?
What
Oh,
movies indeed?
what? Oh, I think that's 3 Days of the Condor, so it has to be Five Nights at Freddy's.
Correct. Five Nights at Freddy's. Point to Eliza once again. Uh, next up, back to Luke. Vin Diesel, Asia Argento, Samuel L. Jackson, or Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega, Kid Cudi.
Ah, shit.
That's good.
This is where the game starts getting interesting.
I think I know what that's is the second one Maxine with three X's?
No,
Fuck.
but follow that train of thought.
Is it God.
Like Jenna Ortega isn't in Maxine.
Oh right, okay, then it would be was it called just X? I'm trying to remember.
X isn't a number,
But
but
it is 10.
yes. And so, in the first one, Vin Diesel, Asia Argento, Samuel L. Jackson.
Diesel and Samuel L. Jackson. What the fuck had Vin Diesel and Samuel L. Jackson in it?
What indeed?
You could just
God.
take a guess if you don't know it.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
want to go with 10 or you want to go with the other one?
I'm gonna go with 10.
I'm sorry, the other movie is Triple X, which is 30. Back to Eliza.
I'm having
JJ
so much fun just absolutely dominating Luke right
So fucking, this is so great. I love this.
Thank you. We're not even halfway done. Okay.
now. Awesome.
JJ Johnson, Gary Comic, Polly Adams, or Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno.
Wait, Rita Moreno? Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin. Oh, that's 80 for Brady.
It is 80 for Brady.
I was thinking 9 to 5. It's like, well, what number are we doing here? Like, how do you do like is there a mathematical operation here or what? But what was the
80
first
for
cast?
Brady.
JJ Johnson, Gary Comic, Polly Adams.
I have no idea who any of those people are. So I'm just gonna go 80 for Brady and hope that's big enough.
I'm sorry, the other movie was United 93. Back to Luke. Daniel
That's amazing.
Day-Lewis, Marion Cotillard, Penelope Cruz, or Mickey Rourke, Kim Basinger, Christina Baranski.
Oh, I know this one. Okay, so the first one is 9, and then the second one I'm pretty sure is 8.5 weeks.
So
So
going with 9.
I'm gonna go with 9.
I'm sorry, incorrect. It was 9.5 weeks.
Motherfucker, why did I think it was 8.5 weeks?
Because you were thinking of the movie 8.5 from earlier.
Which 9 is
but
based on.
that's true. Fuck.
Back to Eliza. Annette Bening, Greta Gerwig, Elle Fanning, or Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment, Toni Collette.
Okay. So I was trying to think if so the first one is 20th century women. I was wondering if you're counting that as 20 or 2000 or whatever, but the first one is Sixth Sense, so it's just, or the second one is Sixth Sense, so I have to go with 20th century women regardless.
I'm sorry, 1/6 is bigger than 1/20th. It is the Sixth Sense.
Okay, fuck you. That's not how that works.
Back to Luke. Jim Carrey, Virginia
I'm
Madsen,
counting
Logan
that point
Lerman.
for me. That's fucking bullshit.
Nope. That's not how the game works. Luke, Jim Carrey, Virginia Madsen, Logan Lerman, or Dennis Quaid, Hugh Jackman, Emma Stone.
Dennis Quaid, Hugh Jackman, and Emma Stone. What the fuck would that be?
Oh my god.
I'm genuinely baffled at both of these now. Hold up. So, and what was the other one?
Jim Carrey, Virginia Madsen, Logan Lerman.
Jim Carrey and Logan Lerman. What in the absolute fuck would that be?
I know both of these, and I'm laughing internally right now.
Fuck you. All right, I'm gonna go with number 2 because I can't tell which either of these are.
That is correct. The first movie is the number 23. The second movie is movie 43. Back to Eliza.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that makes more sense
Yes.
now.
Back to Eliza. Christoph Waltz, Matt Damon, Tilda Swinton, or Ryunosuke Kamiki, Minami Hamabe, Sakura Ando.
Okay, what Sakura Ando movies have numbers in the title? Because I know. Oh, that's Godzilla -1, I think. What was the first cast again?
Christoph Waltz, Matt Damon, Tilda Swinton.
Matt Damon and Tilda Swinton. Is this a Coen Brothers movie? Christoph Waltz? What the fuck have these three been in together? Maybe it's like a. God, I'm trying to think of. I can remember any other movies that have negative numbers in the title, so I don't get fucked over by Godzilla -1. Because it's a very you thing to do, Gordon, where it's like you have -1, as maybe the one people know, but then it's like you have the other one be fucking -7 or something, and it's just like. But then again, it's just like Godzilla -1. Maybe you wouldn't have people know that. I don't know.
Want to take a flyer? Take a guess?
I'm still trying to think if I can know this because that's a big cast. And it's Christoph Waltz, Matt Damon, Tilda Swinton.
I'm stumped on that one. I can't even pinpoint it.
I think I have to take the guess, and I think I'm gonna go with. I shouldn't do this. It's probably wrong, but I feel like. God, I'm second guessing myself again and again and again. It's just like
you gotta pick an answer.
Do I go with -1 or do I go with the other one because -1's a negative number, or do I go with the other one because it's like you're fucking Gordon and you would do shit like
pick an answer.
I'm fucking Matt Damon. Okay, I'm doing the
You're
one I
fucking
don't.
Matt Damon?
It's Jimmy Kimmel, Sarah Silverman reference. Anyway,
okay.
I'm doing the Christoph Waltz movie.
That is correct. It is Terry Gilliam's The Zero Theorem. 0 bigger than -1.
Thank God.
Got him.
Back to Luke. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, Anna Kendrick, or Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, Rob Schneider.
So I'm pretty sure the second one is 50 First Dates.
Yes.
And the second one has Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anna Kendrick.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, fuck you, Gordon. Oh my God.
The only thing, I don't know why this is the only film I'm thinking of, because, I don't even. Oh, wait. I think I know what the first one's 50-50, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'm going with 50 First Dates.
Yes, because 50-50 is a fraction that you can simplify to 1. 50 First Dates is correct.
Fuck
Points
you,
to
Gordon.
Next up, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Zooey Deschanel, Chloe Grace Moretz, or Charlotte Rampling, Tom Courtenay, Geraldine James.
Okay, wait. So I know both of these movies. You have 500 Days of Summer and 45 years. But are you counting the individual number or are you counting the unit of time? Because it's like
For you to find out.
you did fucking 20th and whatever the other one, 7 and 20th, I think. And it's just like, oh, 20th is smaller. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. Or maybe it's like, oh, 500 is in parentheses, so it's not actually a number, or whatever you're gonna fucking do.
You have a guess for me?
I I know what the right answer should be, but I'm wondering what you're gonna count as the right answer. I
What's
think
your answer, friend?
I'm gonna say the right answer, which is 500 Days of Summer, and hope you agree with me.
I'm sorry, 45 years is much longer than 500 days.
Fucking murder you.
I kind of figured, actually. I was
Next.
I figured.
Next up, for Luke, Jessica Chastain, Jason Clarke, Kyle Chandler, or Jennifer Garner, Mark Ruffalo, Judy Greer.
Jennifer Garner, Mark Ruffalo, and Judy Greer. Fuck.
I hate you so much, Gordon. I hate you.
Yay!
I think
the game is working.
the thing that sucks about this one is I know what the movie is for the second one, but I just don't remember what the exact numbers are. So now I'm just like in hell of like, it's like 17 going on to 30 or something like that.
Something like that.
All right.
What was the first one?
The first one is Jessica Chastain, Jason Clarke, Kyle Chandler.
That one I don't know like off the top of my head. Jessica Chastain, fuck, what movies is she in?
Wait, what? What movie is that? I can't think of any movies with a number in the title that feature. I can think of her and Jason Clarke, but I can't think of any that have a number in the title.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say the Jessica Chastain one because something about the 17 going to 30 sounds like a load of bullshit to me.
I'm sorry, 0 Dark 30 is less than 13
Piss.
going on 30.
Motherfucker.
They both have a 30 in them,
And
but
13 going on. Wait.
13
Yeah.
is more than 0.
You are right. You are right.
Oh, fuck you.
That one wasn't even like a gimmicky one. That one
No,
was
like
just-
that's like honestly, like that one makes sense to me. I just feel stupid that I couldn't even think about Zero Dark 30.
What I'm thinking of is that 0 Dark 30 as a title means 0.30 or 0.3. 13 going on 30 is 13 over 30.
Is that what the title 0 Dark 30 means?
No, but I'm using your bullshit language.
Well, no, everything that I've said is completely sound so far. I'm not going into
Okay, but
dark-
13 over
dark
30
means
is
period.
bigger than 0.3, so we're good. We're good.
Zero Clark 30.
Exactly.
Anyway, Eliza, Kim Basinger, Mekhi Phifer, Brittany Murphy, or Nicolas Cage, Joaquin Phoenix, James Gandolfini.
Nicolas Cage, Joaquin Phoenix, and James Gandolfini. And what was the first one?
Kim Basinger, Mekhi Phifer, Brittany Murphy.
I don't know either of these movies.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Would you like
Nicolas
to take a
Cage,
guess?
Joaquin Phoenix, and James Gandolfini. Like my mind wants to say it's Where the Wild Things Are, but it's just like I know it's not that.
Definitely not that.
Would you like to take a guess?
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I literally don't know. I have to just take a random guess. I'm gonna say Nicolas Cage movie.
I'm sorry, 8 Mile is much longer than 8mm.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna put Eminem in the 8 Mile one. That's
too easy. You're right.
Yes.
That's a fair point, yeah.
You
8
should
Mile.
have ordered it Michael Shannon, Kim Basinger, and Eminem.
I forgot Michael Shannon was in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it because my review of that movie is Michael Shannon fucked my mom.
So he did. Okay, number 17. We have 20 of these. Number 17. Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, Chloe Coleman, or Vincent Gallo, Christina Ricci, Ben Gazzara.
Oh, well, I know the second one is Buffalo 66. That first one, what was the first one again?
Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, Chloe Coleman.
What the fuck is Adam Driver in that has goddamn numbers in it?
I know, I know, I know.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Buffalo 66 because 66 is a pretty good big number.
It is just narrowly beating out the movie 65.
Oh, right.
Remember? Dinosaurs?
I do remember dinosaurs.
I was wondering if you're also going to pull out like the fact that the title is like meant to be 43 million years ago, and the other one is the year 1966, and
But the
66
title
is more recent than 43 million years ago.
the title is just 65 though. Okay, next up.
Oh yeah, 65 million.
Number 18. Molly Ringwald, Anthony Michael Hall, Michael Scheffling, or Zac Efron, Matthew Perry, Leslie Mann.
So that's 16 candles and 17 again. And it's like 17 again, that means 17 times 2, which is actually fucking 34 or whatever. So it has to be 17 again.
I'm sorry, if the answer is 17 again, that means we go back to question 17. The answer is Buffalo 66.
I'm counting that point, you
No,
piece
you're
of
not.
shit.
You didn't say Buffalo 66. Back to Luke. John Hurt, Richard Burton, Susanna Hamilton, or Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Ana de Armas.
I know that second one's Blade Runner 2049. What was the first one again?
John Hurt, Richard Burton, Susanna Hamilton.
Is the first one 1984 by any chance?
Maybe.
I'm gonna go with Blade Runner 2049 then.
I'm sorry, 1984 was a leap year, and so it was longer than 2049. The answer is 1984.
I'm giving Luke that point too.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Duped.
They didn't say 1984.
Duped.
Okay, and the last question. Alfred Molina, J.K. Simmons, Dylan Baker, or Thomas Hayden Church, Bryce Dallas Howard, James Cromwell.
Okay, so that second one is Spider-Man 3, I'm pretty sure. Or no, wait. Yeah, Thomas Hayden Church, he's in Spider-Man 3. What was the first movie?
Alfred Molina, J.K. Simmons, Dylan Baker.
Okay, so that's Spider-Man 2, I think. So I think I have to go with Spider-Man 3, which is bigger
it's
than
Spider-Man
2.
3. There's not a gimmick on that one. It's just Spider-Man 3.
You know
You
what would have
got
been
it.
really funny is if you made Spider-Man 2 the answer just on the basis of because you like Spider-Man 2 more.
But it's not a bigger number. I'm sorry,
Or-
that's not how the game works. I have to
Or
hold
if
to
you
my
did
principles.
fucking like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, it's like, well, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is later in the franchise, so that's the bigger one.
I'm sorry, you two are both crazy. 3 is a bigger number than 2. That's just how it works.
Okay.
That's just how the game works. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen,
So I win. I just know
Anyway.
that much.
1,000 is bigger than all of those numbers, I'm pretty sure.
true.
No, not all of them. I think like
I
we
don't think I did. No,
Really?
look, yeah, I think all of these, the biggest, no, 2049 and 1984 are both bigger numbers than 1,000. I'm sorry.
The man who broke 2,049 chains.
There you go. That's a lot
the
of
man
chains
who
to
broke
break.
-1 chains or -1 chains.
The man who broke 33 and a third chains.
Man.
Anyway,
The man
hope
who
that
broke the
game-
number 23 chains.
I hope that game was enjoyable for you two to play. I had a lot of fun putting it together to be mean, and I hope it worked.
It was very fun to play, and I have a feeling that our listeners will also enjoy playing along.
I appreciate you making this game because in the entire duration of me playing it, it was more enjoyable than watching this film.
Yay! That's what I hoped for. I was
Yeah.
at a point watching the movie where I was like, this is gonna be a real empty episode if I don't do something about it.
Very
And
fair.
This
Well-
is a very good episode, though. It's like we've like
Yay.
even when we're just talking about the movie, we're having a fun conversation.
I will say, do you want to know the number of notes that I took?
Is it
Sure.
bigger than 1,000?
No, sadly, but it's still more than both of y'all. I'm gonna count because some of these aren't actually like notes that are like of big significance. Like literally the first note I wrote was music by Taj Mahal question mark question mark question mark.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then there's like more substantial ones. But I've took 28.
You keep getting closer to your mic as you went on. And
I
also,
got
Luke.
28 notes.
I
Also,
took 11.
also, Luke, did you say 6-7?
No.
I think you did.
I think you're hearing things.
I think you said 6-7.
I took 11 notes.
I said 27.
Yeah, but
You need to
while you were
not put words
counting,
in my
you
mouth.
said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I took 11 notes.
Yes, you
Good
did,
for
Gordon.
you.
We're so proud of you.
7,
What?
11.
One of them just says Trump.
No, that's literally just one of my notes was like, why did they name the security guard Trump?
I think the only other note of mine that we haven't touched on at all is the one that says, Dad dies, now he has a magazine.
Yeah.
One thing I like, a random note I took was early on when it's like the montage before he goes to prison for the first time, or before he meets like Clancy Brown. He's talking to his priest brother, and he's like, "It'll get better, Vince. You'll see." And then the immediate next line is, "But it didn't get better."
But it did. Yeah, that one was kind of unintentionally funny. But the most substantial note that I think I took is I'm not gonna like read it like verbatim because it's kind of a simplistic note, but ostensibly in the original film, a very similar plot line with like him and his first wife happens in that film where it's like kind of an unhappy marriage that is sort of like blackmailed over him. But in the original film, it's very much more like it's obvious that there's nothing about this woman that this guy actually has any like romantic interest with, and she's just kind of an awful person. Whereas here, I wrote the note, why is this dude so upset about his wife who loves him?
Yeah. He's so mean to poor Sonia Braga. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
listen. If it were me, I would not treat her that way and go off with like a fucking like 18-year-old like waiter or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody should be nicer to Sonia Braga.
Everyone
Yeah.
should be nicer.
Everyone go watch the original Kiss of the Spider Woman, and then watch the new Kiss of the Spider Woman, and then go back and watch the Milagro Beanfield War.
That one's
And
unrelated. That one's and then watch the new adventures
Well,
of Beans
the
Baxter.
first and last one are Sonia Braga movies, but since I had you watch Kiss of the Spider Woman, the original one, I need to also have you watch the new Kiss of the Spider Woman because I love that one.
The Milagro Beans Baxter War.
And
Yeah.
while you're doing that, watch Batman Forever starring Val Kilmer.
And
The
then after
best-
that,
The best
watch
Val Kilmer movie.
after that, watch Cars 2 while eating beans in a movie theater. No one will
That
get
too.
mad at you.
No one will get mad at you. No one will get mad at you. It's okay. You can eat beans and watch Cars 2 in the theater.
They'll let you do that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, another random note I took was when Sonia Braga.
I really thought you were going to cut the episode there.
Oh
I
no!
didn't realize there was more to be said.
Like, there's still more movie.
Is there though?
Like, for example, there's when Sonia Braga takes him out to like a play or something. Like when he's like just inside writing about things, and I think he's writing his memoir. I think that's the implication. But anyway, and then there's a sequence when he like keeps seeing things that remind him of the Chain Gang. But one of them is this guy just like rattling a tambourine, and it reminds him of the Change. And I just couldn't stop thinking about Tim Curry and the Worst Witch, his song "Anything Can Happen on Halloween," specifically the line, "Has anybody seen my tambourine?" as he pulls out a tambourine and starts shaking it.
It's funny you say that because when I was watching it, the only thing I could think of was, "Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, for a
God
song
damn
for
it.
me."
That's Bob Dylan, right?
That is Bob Dylan, yeah.
Okay, just double checking. I don't
But
know
like,
music well.
I'm just imagining a guy listening to Tambourine Man and then having like an 80s style like trauma flashback to like tambourines. That reminds me of goes back to like the Chain Gang, and it's like it reminds me of back then. But
Meanwhile, I watched that scene and was reminded of nothing because I was so checked out of it.
You don't have an active imagination. It's okay.
I
You have
do.
no whimsy in your heart.
no, Gordon has an active imagination. It's just this film didn't
Activate it. Yeah, it did
activate.
not activate any sort of anything.
You want to
Another
know what will activate your imagination?
Sure, what?
Batman Forever, starring Val Kilmer.
that will not. That's a bad movie.
I will kill you in real life.
I, to save my life, will not speak of my opinions of the movie Batman
Listen,
Forever.
you can rag on it if you want. It's just Eliza that can't rag on it.
Well, then, that movie is bad. And
Anyway,
sucks.
going
Fair
back
point.
to this movie we're supposed to be talking about,
What else is there to say about
I have
this movie,
one
Eliza?
more note that I have not touched on yet, and it's just a random line. Again, this is said by Sonia Braga. I forget the context of it, but he's swinging a pickaxe, and she just says, "I like the way you swing that pick."
I wrote that down too. I wrote that down too. It's such a fucking good line. And also another scene that just drives home is like, dude, like she's nice. Why are you like this? But also, this is the only other thing I could probably say about this movie. If he really wanted to escape those chains earlier, I think Val Kilmer could have just used his chin and made it like it be able to break like immediately. Because that man
Yeah.
has a fucking sharp ass chin.
I also think like people say this about Jackie Kennedy, but I think Val Kilmer probably chews through metal on his free time, and I feel like he could have chewed through those chains.
I totally and 100% agree with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sure. I can incorporate that into my belief system. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Be a part of the Val Kilmer Metal Eater political system.
Actually, maybe not the best jokes to be making considering the throat cancer.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Ends the episode there.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We
Uh,
love Val Kilmer here. So
I do love Val
we love
Kilmer.
Val.
But are we rounding out this episode? Because I do have one thing I want to end this on.
I was just gonna, we haven't done this the past couple episodes, but since we're doing this as part of an In Memoriam thing, what are y'all's favorite Val Kilmer performances? If you had to pick a number one best of the pack.
You go first, Luke.
Batman Forever. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick because I have
I'm also gonna look through some of those.
I think I
Okay.
have an answer, but I also want to make sure I'm not forgetting something that's like so obvious that like I would feel stupid about it later.
Okay. Then I'll go first because I do have a very easy number one, and that is Tombstone. Like that is a performance that steals the whole fucking movie, and I think it's incredibly like career defining for him. Like when I think of Val Kilmer, I remember how fucking good he was in Tombstone because he is so good in that movie.
Very fair. I think for me, my pick would probably be The Doors, actually, because I love a lot of his performances and everything, because he does just genuinely give some pretty, like, interesting choices as an actor that I feel like only he could do. But, like, The Doors feels like the most emblematic of that, because it is a movie that is deeply fucking insane in every single regard as to, like, the way it's presented and the way it's told. But Val Kilmer is somehow completely 100% in sync with like the like wavelength of this film, which is just utter batshit craziness in such a way that is still meaningful, but is still regardless just out there. And that's what I always think about of Val Kilmer is as an actor, is just a guy who is so fully willing to just be out there all the time.
Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, Tombstone is a great pull. I haven't seen The Doors, but I fully believe that. There's a few major ones that are still kind of blind spots for me. I haven't seen Top Secret or Willow or MacGruber or stuff like that. But like, I do think my answer is Heat, which I rewatched in the theater last year. We did Val Kilmer sort of retrospective, like 4-part series at the cinema where I volunteer. And I hadn't seen that movie since I was in high school. And I realized while watching it in the theater that I think I had fallen asleep near the end the first time I watched it because I didn't remember a lot of the back half of it. But I mean, I'm not reinventing the wheel by saying that he is great, but
It is.
man, he's so good in that. He's so just I don't know. That movie, it doesn't paint Chris as a altogether great guy in as much as anyone in that movie is an altogether great guy, but you really feel for him and his whole situation and his relationship, and it's a bad situation, but I mean, he's just magic in that movie.
Yeah. And he feels like all the characters are like these very like stoic kind of cold characters, but he's like the guy who feels like the most like just like a real dude in the sense of like he's trying to be a professional and is trying to do his best with his shit, but is also just like can't help but get human emotions in the middle of it at times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And my runner-up is the Love Guru.
Fuck yeah. Let's
Uh,
go.
I
yeah,
know that's you trying to set up for an ending, Gordon, but
it
I'm not.
wasn't. I wasn't trying to end it there. I was just looking through his filmography and trying to find a good punchline there.
Mhm.
Or The Island of Dr. Moreau.
I need to
Or
see the Island of Dr. Moreau actually.
apparently he's in Pollock. I didn't remember that.
Probably cameo or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a major role, or else it would be more
No,
memorable.
he plays he plays Willem de Kooning, who's a notable figure in the art world there. He's seventh build, at
Inter-
least per letterbox,
Hmm.
behind uh Jennifer Connelly, Bud Cort, and John Hurd, all of whom I also forgot are in Pollock.
I knew
You
Jennifer
know,
Connelly was in
Oh,
there.
I guess I did remember. Yeah, because Connelly's the one in the car when he died. She's the other one in the accident there.
Mhm.
Um,
um, the best Val Kilmer movie is Delgo.
is yeah, he plays Bogardus in Delgo.
He plays Bogardus.
Who doesn't play Bogardus and Delgo, though?
I mean, everyone else in Delgo.
Val Kilmer is the only Bodargus in the 2008 film directed by Mark F. Adler and Jason Maher film Delgo.
I don't think that's true because there's other versions of the voiceover cat. Like there's regional
Nope.
dubbing and stuff like that.
Only Val
It was
Kilmer is
fu- fu-
Bogardus in Delgo.
funnily enough, in all of the foreign dubs, Val Kilmer was so dedicated to his role as Bogardus that he insisted that he do the dubbing in languages he wasn't fluent in languages he didn't speak and couldn't read. He still did the dubbing. That's
Just
how
like
committed he was to the part of
just like Vin
Bogardus.
Diesel as Groot.
Yes.
A real testament to his character.
Who plays Delgo's father in Delgo
Delgo himself.
as
I
his
Rafe Fiennes.
imagine if it was Ray Fiennes. That would be fucking hilarious.
no, it's none other than Burt Reynolds,
Fuck yeah.
who plays Raius Raius in the
Oh,
2008 hit film Delgo.
everyone, let's go watch a Delgo together.
That
Instead
would
of
be
this
that's
movie,
none other than Malcolm McDowell.
it does have Malcolm McDowell and also fucking
Chris Kattan, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Bancroft, Freddie Prinze Jr., obviously in the titular role of Delgo, Michael Clark Duncan, Louis Gossett Jr., Eric Idle, Kelly Ripa, Sally Kellerman,
fuck.
A
Mary
lot
Mouser,
of Oscar nominees in this movie.
Melissa McBride, John
Mary
Vernon.
Mouser.
Yeah,
Is that like transgender Marty Mouser?
sure as hell is.
We stand.
Apparently, she plays. Letterboxd lists her most best known for. She plays apparently Daniel LaRusso's daughter on Cobra Kai,
Awesome.
Huh.
and she's in Monster House as background voices.
Awesome.
Everyone's favorite character from Monster House. First name background, last name voices.
Well, here's another thing though. She plays I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Fuck, there's so many people in this. I'm just looking at the letterbox and it just showed she plays Alvi Alvari in the film, the seminal 2005 film, Son of the Mask.
Exactly. Uh,
Hell
in,
yes.
in Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, she plays I can't find her name. Audrey Gibson. That's not Dick Van Dyke is in that movie? Okay, sure.
Huh.
She's in a movie called Field of Lost Shoes, where she plays a character named Libby Kleindlinst. Kleindinst?
Okay, so that's where the man with one red shoe's other shoe went, to the field of lost shoes.
Yes. Which has Jason Isaacs looking very Patrick Stewarty on this poster, in a very Patrick Stewarty bad wig.
Amazing. I love seeing like actors
And
that
David
everyone-
Arquette in a very Robert Duvall on the poster.
What do you mean?
David Arquette in a very Robert Duvall.
Look up this poster on Letterboxd for Field of Lost Shoes and tell me that Jason Isaacs and David Arquette don't look like Patrick Stewart and Robert Duvall, respectively.
I'm
gonna
not
look
gonna
this
bother
up.
doing that, Loki.
I'm going to do it so you don't
Eliza,
have to.
I will send this to you on Twitter.
Oh, please do. Thank you.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, now I see it.
See? Okay, thank you.
That's okay.
That's
Why does-
Patrick Stewart and Robert Duvall flanking a what I'm gonna call a porn parody of Carl Urban from The Boys.
The guy
Wait.
in the middle kind of looks like Martin Short for some reason.
I can see it. Is that Tom Skerritt as Ulysses Grant? Okay.
Keith David's in this.
Yeah.
Keith David as old judge.
Old judge.
Wait, that's a
Hey-
Robert Duvall role. What are we doing here?
The old always
What I'm
judge.
saying. What I'm saying. That's the judge from The Judge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Anyway,
but-
Mary Mouser. Why were we talking about her? Delgo.
Yeah,
The
Delgo.
inimitable Delgo.
The funny thing is I keep saying like the foundational film Delgo, but I've literally never seen this fucking movie.
Nobody's seen Delgo. Delgo's not real.
Well,
Delgo
actually-
can't hurt you.
Notably, Delgo, it is notable that no one saw Delgo because it was a movie that released and cost $35 million and made like 500,000.
I keep confusing Delgo with Dougal. I never
What-
know.
I was just about to bring up Dougal because I clicked on the similar films at the bottom of Letterboxd for Delgo, and Dougal is on there.
I
Delgo
remember
and Dougal.
Dougal.
I
You know
saw
what's-
Dougal at
Wait.
a friend's birthday party.
I have a good way
In
to
the
bring
theater.
this back. Wait, really?
We went. I saw Dougal in the theater.
That's
How
so
old
awesome.
were you in 2006?
6.
Okay.
That's so awesome.
I did not
honestly.
realize you were like the same age as me.
Yeah,
I feel like we've
I'm-
had this conversation before.
Yeah, we're like less than a year apart.
You
That's
know what? I have a good way to bring this back around because you want to know how I saw Dougal?
how.
How?
On a tube TV on top of a big like push cart thing in my elementary school.
While you were working on a chain gang.
Exactly. Well, actually,
Dougal is kind of like hard labor.
Dougal is hard labor. Listen,
You
if
know
you
what
were like
else
a
is hard labor? The Man Who Broke 1,000 Shades.
that too.
Yeah, not a good movie.
No. Go watch I am a fugitive from a chain gang. Not was, I am a fugitive from a chain gang.
Mhm.
You know who voices the character Zebad in the movie Dougal?
Who?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. Yeah. Why did you know that offhand?
One of my favorite a video that I really enjoy is a review of Dougal that went extremely in depth about the voice cast and how all of them are terrible. And so I specifically know that Jon Stewart voices Zebad and Kevin Smith is the moose in Dougal.
And Chevy Chase is apparently Train.
He also Jimmy Fallon is the rabbit.
Named Dylan.
Dylan.
See, okay, why does this movie have characters Zebad, Zebedee, Ermintrude, and Dylan?
And Brian, played by William H. Macy.
It's kind of like
Hey, this
Dune.
movie also has someone playing additional voices.
John
That person
Krasinski
being
and Corey
John
Edwards.
Krasinski. John Krasinski.
Wait, what?
Okay, but Mary Mauser was background voices. Remember,
Oh,
they're siblings.
siblings. There you go.
Siblings.
Anyway, I would have ended this episode many times now, but I do have something I want to bring up before we go.
Wait, before you do, isn't there a separate letterbox entry for the British dub of this, The Magic Roundabout?
Yes, there
Probably.
is, and
Who's in the cast of that?
fucked if I know.
I'm gonna look that up. Magic Roundabout from
It stars
2004. Okay.
Ray Fiennes and Ray Fiennes.
Robbie
No,
Williams
It stars
as
Robbie
Dougal.
Williams, Kylie Minogue again, Ian McKellen, Joanna Lumley, Jim Broadbent, Bill Nye, Tom Baker, Ray Winstone, Lee Evans. Okay, sure.
Wait,
Jimmy Hibbert as additional voices in this version.
I need to. You were not joking. Robbie Williams is Dougal.
But Dougal with a U instead of two O's. Dougal. So Dougal, I'm going to call him.
Robbie Williams is Dougal.
I
Robbie
don't know
Williams
what
Dougal.
to do. I don't know what to do with this.
Don't know what to Dougal.
Fuck you.
Dougal Man from 2024.
Dougal or do not go?
That is the question.
That is a question.
Anyway, can I say my thing to end the episode, please?
Fine.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we made a promise to our viewers that if by January 13th, Gordon, like we did not get the viewership of More Than Friends on Letterboxd to more than 75 people, we would kill Gordon and Cass would take your place. And it's already January 15th, and there's only been 72 logs of More Than Friends. And the real reason I brought Luke on this podcast is so to kind of crucify you, essentially. Like, just using that
unhelp.
word. Yeah. Luke is the physical power to hold you back, Gordon, and crucify you. And so next week, when we talk about the Weston game, Cass will be our co-host, and Gordon will be no longer with us, unfortunately.
You'll never take me alive.